Okay, everyone, let's see if we can change some minds tonight. Previously, Matt and I have done multiple segments on the general strike because it's super important. And as every week goes by, there's all these different like pushbacks or like advancements with it. And one pushback / alternative to the original pitch for the October 15th general strike was the holiday strike. And so Matt and I wanted to kind of dive deep into that. And someone on TikTok, a great creator you should all be following, has a really good take on it. So we're going to let them speak.
If you've been here that long, then you would know that my birthday is on Valentine's Day, a holiday. And if you know anyone that's born on a holiday, or if you're born on a holiday yourself, we hate the holiday that our birthday is paired with. Because a lot of people take the opportunity to kill two birds with one stone. They celebrate the holiday over your birthday, right? So I got heart balloons and teddy bears and chocolate for my birthday. Like, why are you giving that to a 6-year-old? I didn't want that shit. So that meant at an early age, I realized what was the purpose of our holidays. And that is to overconsume. These holidays are just used to buy things, to continue to make the rich richer. So as more information comes out about this October 15th strike, I've seen a lot of creators bring up more feasible ways that we can actually make a difference. Instead of withholding our labor, which a lot of us aren't able to do right now, especially with the lack of organization surrounding it. A consumer strike will probably be a little bit more feasible right now. I've seen people say that on October 15th that we should only withhold our buying power to things that are necessary. But we should also extend that further out to the holidays. Instead of on Labor Day, you taking your ass to the grocery store to buy a big pack of meat to throw it on your grill, or buying like an outrageous amount of candy for Halloween, we should all be seeking to help some sort of mutual aid program that's in our neighborhoods. And if there isn't one, if you live in like a rural area that doesn't have one, make one. And it doesn't even have to be grandiose. You could, just find out who's in your neighborhood, seeing what their needs are. Trust me, they will feel it when we aren't buying anything. These people don't have a heart, So us asking them nicely isn't going to make anything happen. We've got to hit them where we know it hurts, which is their pocketbook. And on top of that, if you've ever worked in retail, then you know how these companies are when it comes to you working on the holiday. Like, even if you can't even take like days off surrounding the holidays in preparation. I've seen them threaten people with termination if they were to call out on any of the days surrounding the holidays. So just make it easier on those people. Don't show up at these stores. You don't need a TV or a PlayStation 5 on fucking Black Friday.
All right, yeah, so like we talked about, we've already kind of gone over the general strike, but the reason why this is such an appealing kind of, I'd say, shift, or actually not even a shift, but in tandem with, is because as you can see, holiday strike, patron strike, consumer strike, right? So holidays equal overconsumption, just makes the rich richer. Consumer leverage is greater than labor leverage, and that kind of speaks to the idea that where your dollar goes is actually more important than the labor necessarily, and also to that end, where your dollar goes means that it's on the consumer, not the workers who are already in a more precarious position than a patron probably is, right? So support local online mutual aid. Retroways kind of went over ways you might be able to do that. And the upcoming holidays are going to be Labor Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Black Friday / Cyber Monday, Christmas, New Year's Eve, Day, and then Valentine's Day. And I think a really important one, especially to focus on, is like kind of Thanksgiving and kind of combination right there, Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
That I endorse that label for that last Friday of November, and that something is seriously wrong, that we're just okay with like a made up story that hides genocide mixed with just grotesque consumerism.
We make up a fucking fake day, and then even with the fake day, we shit on it. It's like, what? Like, it's like, I guess that's the American way, though.
Like the hypocrisy. It's literally like, sit around the table and tell me what you're grateful for. Like and give thanks for what you already have.
But hurry up, though. We got to get the Best Buy here. So fucking wrap it up, Jimmy.
Yeah, so like with Labor Day, like if y'all are planning like a barbecue, make portions that you go and, donate somewhere locally.
But on the real, check out Retroways on TikTok, guys. She's got awesome takes on kind of this topic in general: poverty, labor, kind of just neoliberalism as it relates to capitalism and communism, things of that nature. I know I learned a lot from her personally. But again, it cannot be overstated that this is a really important angle to understand, because within all of this, the whole purpose of, strikes, not the whole purpose, but I say a large idea behind the purpose of strikes is improving the condition for workers, right? Really, it should be people, but workers is kind of the goal. And the reality is, people who are patrons of the establishment that are kind of, what the workers are in, they're probably in a better position within the economy, right? Like within like this whole class struggle, we'll call it. So really, it's got to be on them to drive this, because again, they're going to take less risk in this process. It's not their job attached to it. It's not their ability to feed their kids attached to it, right? And second, it's really where the dollar goes that matters.
Yeah, 100%. And like I've said this from the beginning, like the patron strike, or as they called it, the consumer strike, I think is a better idea. But yeah, let us know in the comments, guys, if you're going to be part of the consumer strike on any of these holidays.
And for the last time, for just people reminding us, that was retro. So RETRO, like retro _waves.